A strange thing happened in one of those very, very early sessions. We probably had the worst calamity that public access could ever have, because the House and the Senate had voted on the entire third reading calendar, and the general public couldn't get copies of any of the bills because the Xerox machines and everything had broken down. So can you imagine if on all the work that we've done in the last 2 days, the public couldn't get access to the final reading bills until 2 weeks from now, what would happen in our community? Well, that actually happened a number of years ago. So a couple of colleagues of mine, we were in the House at that time, the senator from Palolo and the senators from Makiki and Manoa, formed the first special legislative access committee because we really felt that the public not having access to the legislative process was a problem. And that was a great time for public access. We went to hearings across the state, and we really looked at what does it mean? What would it mean for us to be committed for the public to participate in the legislative process? And we came back from that statewide meetings, and we passed the first group of legislative access measures. What did we do? We created the public access room. We really felt that we needed somebody who really understood what the process was to be able to help the public understand and help them interface. We knew that we had to create access, and this is before the internet and PDFs, we committed to electronic access to bills and resolutions. The public for the first time would be guaranteed that when the legislature is voting on measures, they would have full access to every single document that the legislature is voting to in real time, not 2 weeks later. I think most importantly, we recognize the role of the public library, and the public library became the access point. We put public terminals and printers in each and every library. We installed fax machines so that the public, if they wanted to be engaged, could go there and get access to every document. And we started accepting electronic testimony. Anyone could go to the library, and at that point in time, it was $1 a page to go to a private company, but anybody could go to any public library and fax testimony to the legislature so they could be part of the process. Ever since that day, Hawaii has been at the forefront of public access. In 1993, the first Olelo broadcast of a public hearing occurred, and for the first time, shortly thereafter, my children could actually see the work that we do. In 1996, we launched the Capitol website, www.capitol.hawaii.gov. What most people don't understand is we had gone through an RFP to procure a bill drafting system at $3.1 million, and the vendor failed miserably. We decided that we were going to do it in-house. We made an investment in the staff, and some of those data system staff are still with us. And we relied on their talent to create a system that would be the core of the legislative website on a going forward basis, rather than work with high-priced consultants. And I gotta say today that data system staffs on both the House and Senate really have created a remarkable piece of software that serves our entire community and has become the model of public access across the country. So Carol and the rest of the data system staffs, thank you very much for all that you do. In 1999, we started hearing notices by email. In 2000, the first email testimonies arrived. In 2006, ahead of the game, we provide free Wi-Fi access at the state capitol. And in 2007, we started the Senate Paperless Initiative. And I want to thank each and every one of you for your participation in that, even the minority member. We were all committed to proving that we could do something better, that we could serve the public and provide better services at less cost. It was a remarkable project, I think, that all of us had a hand in, and clearly the Senate Paperless Project is something that we can all be proud of. We reduced paper consumption by over 85%. since 2007, something that I think we can all be proud of. Then in 2008, we put all testimony online, so the public had full access to all of the documents that we were considering in making our decisions. And most importantly, it was searchable, so that if you wanted to see what the senator from Palolo had submitted in his testimony, you could actually search his name and really see if he had submitted testimony or not. And then finally, starting in 2013, the entire budget process went paperless and online. The last 2 years, we've been providing full access to all legislative documents for all of the decision-making that we made. You know, I do believe that legislating in the state of Hawaii will never, ever be the same for all of the things that we contributed to make public access real in the state of Hawaii. And I wanted to thank each and every one of you for your part in that work.